It all began with a raise before the flop, then a re-raise, a few folds, and a call. Jack 4-10 with 2 hearts hit the flop. Check, bet, and call. The ace of hearts hits the turn. Bet, and a big raise. Now the real game begins.
Doyle just double-checked his hole cards. Doesn't look like he has a flush.
Chris is showing a lot of strength. He might have a marginal hand.
What's taking so long? Let's go.
Wow, Doyle's doing a lot of talking over there. This could be a bluff.
You make the flush, Doyle?
Chris is fishing for information. He must have 2 pairs.
I think you got me.
That's poker, folks.
Welcome to Poker After Dark. I'm Leanne Tweeden. We've got over $1 million on the table here in Las Vegas. Let's see what's in store for tonight with these 6 players. Tom Dwan, Antonio Esfandiari, Kenny Tran, Phil Hellmuth, Bob Safai, and Phil Luck. Let's get the cards in the air.
We're playing $300 and $600 blind, no limit, with a $100 ante.
Wait, on his side of the table.
No, we're headphones kids. Next time we play in a home game, whatever, I'll put the headphones on a lot. I gotta let the people breathe, you know?
So, do you guys have a bet what my thought is?
Let the people breathe. Let my people go. I mean, I'm ready, yeah.
Durr. You really disappoint me there. Wouldn't call 600. Let him give him 2 cards out of the muck.
Yeah.
You can have just.
I can't do it.
Auto. Give me 2 out of the muck. Definitely.
Okay, you can have your choice of cards in the muck.
Oh wow, that'd be strong.
Tran flops the best hand. 9s for Safai.
Wow, I can't believe it. I just I don't know how many hours it's been. I keep having big pairs, medium pairs. Be nice to hit a set, baby. But I won my money with ace-7 high, not a set.
I think you should define it per 100 hands.
You did win a sizable chunk of dough there, kid.
Playing really well. Your answer.
Probably just don't know.
Bob turns a gut shot straight draw. Only 2 7s left out, though.
Nice hand, Before you said that, I would obviously guess so. But after, I'm not sure. A9.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll bet you on who Doyle thinks the favorite is if you and I play heads up.
Yeah, I mean then that means that he.
I don't know.
He obviously wouldn't bet without. He knows.
No, I don't know.
You're not 100% sure, but I don't know. We played a little bit, not much. He didn't play much of the games over the summer.
Not in the cash game, just heads up in tournament format.
Why don't we all take a side?
So we risk 100,000 each per day or something.
No, we talk about cash game, Phil.
We're talking about heads up, or we play 100,000 a day.
Cash game.
Who Doyle thinks is the favorite?
Cash game. I'll take Doyle thinking Durr.
2,000.
That's not what we're talking about, though.
I'm just trying to keep my mouth shut.
That's what
I have a cool offer, but I'll.
You gotta speak up, son. I mean, be aggressive, you know.
I'll say something if you want, but you'll get mad. So I just won't
say
it.
Don't.
No,
You know what? Tom Dwan is a regular stand-up gentleman, and you know he's always really aware of his.
I'm not mad. I'll punish you later, but I'm not mad. I don't get mad at these guys. The young kids come in, they always take their shots at me because they figure if they cut me down at the knees and stand on my shoulders, they're going to look good. But year after year, they go broke and they go home. And I just get more and more titles and more money year after year.
How about you, kid? How you doing on the internet?
This is private information.
This is not the internet.
You can play what Phil Hellmuth thinks I'm up this year, and I will answer over/under.
You what?
You can play what Phil Hellmuth thinks I'm up this year, and I will answer over/under.
Yeah, but Durr, I heard you had some hellacious swings.
This is true.
You got yourself in a little bit of trouble almost there, I heard.
I will not confirm that.
Does.
Almost got yourself in some serious trouble.
Me too.
That's what I heard.
Whatever. That 8 was unnecessary.
Oh, poker's such a sweet game.
Yeah.
Could be trouble for Bob
I
Safai.
have respect for you.
He's got top pair. Antonio's got him outkicked.
I can can kind of
I
guess
mean, I
that.
think next time we meet in the NBC Heads Up Championships, you won't donk it off with 10s right away. You'll give me a good match.
63.
That's what I want. I want a good match.
Double gut shot straight draw for Phil
The
Locke.
first match you lose it out, right?
Yeah.
That's
brutal.
It's a kind of brutal.
I mean, it's a
Brutal
good
for me,
setup for.
For me, too, I
tournament,
play
but-
like we play down to like.
He lays it down. Heads up now. Locke would have made the straight on the turn.
Then you have to start pushing.
I have to push
it's-
him with ace five. Yeah, I have ace.
They
10.
call you with king, queen, and whatever. It's a coin. Look, Chris Ferguson was all in like 3 times. I mean, I saw him. He was all in with king, queen against Mattisau's ace 5. If he doesn't win that, he doesn't go on to win it.
43.
I think they have.
The blinds were high. Chris didn't do anything wrong. I mean,
Yeah.
Over $50,000 in the pot now.
I was playing in a waiting game. I was trying to wait from making a mistake. He didn't make any mistake.
King, queen. King, ace. So it's like,
Wow.
God, river cost me a lot. Let's bet. Somebody, would you want it?
There's a look at the chip counts. The original buy-in amounts. Tom Dwan in for $250,000. Everyone else bought in for $100,000. Only Dwan and Helmuth still on their original buy-ins. All others now in for $200,000. Locke and Tran heads up.
You might add queens when you were doing that.
Top pair for Phil.
38.
One bet, one fold, and the pot over to the...
$5.
Talk about insurance.
Phil
If he
Leckman's
calls,
in
I can call.
and I raise,
I know you're
he
getting called
calls.
in with 2 spots.
Oh,
I can't.
Can't happen anymore. No $5 bounty.
Bob Safai is going to call with 3-5 offsuit. Locke joins the party with deuce 3 suited. Locke flops a wheel draw. Dwan with top pair. Safai with 5s.
Old. Let's see next card.
Yep, that's too late. They ruined it. Slows.
No contest from the other two players.
He put his socks. He put a sock
this
on
heads
one
up?
foot and then a shoe on the same foot. He did one whole foot before he went. Most people would sock, then shoe, shoe. He went sock, shoe, and they had this big long thing.
Blind versus blind between Dwan and Esfandiari.
I don't know, I gotta do whatever he's doing. I really do.
You got to start flowing with it.
Dwan flops a heart flush draw.
I did. I did the whole.
Do you ever do sock before pants? Occasionally I go like that.
Yeah, because sometimes you're walking somewhere and you just want to have your feet.
No, sometimes you're still a little wet from the shower.
Mm-hmm.
Antonio spikes an ace on the turn.
And, then you sit your ass on the bed while you're putting the sock on, you get dried off. You're taking me to a very bad place right now.
Let's go away from there. Let's go to, let's make a book club, a little poker book club. I'll suggest a good book that I read last in the
They
last
should
6
have
months.
Rick on this show.
Which book would you suggest?
I would recommend William Poundstone's Fortune's Formula. And there's another one, Fooled by Randomness. And Tipping Point was a 4. I would say Surely You're Joking, This Refinement. That was one of my favorites.
You want to read a good book?
Yeah.
48 Laws of Power. Best book you could read.
Bob, what do you think about they should have a break on this?
Cool. Solly?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my God.
But you can't. I can't do this on the TV.
Yeah.
Because I'd be firing, and the game would be totally different at home. You know.
They should.
I'm playing.
They should film the home games.
Yeah, and I'm playing super, like, you know. Check.
Betting a call of 8,700 leaves the pot with almost 30 grand in it. Duan does not connect with the river and instantly checks. Antonio checks as well and is all too happy to take it down.
Antonio's on the comeback trail.
Why did that need to be the river card?
One against third.
Grab the ace
That's the
7.
best thing you can do, right?
Just jam it up. At the end, it's always
Get
good.
an ace and hold on.
At the end, it's always good.
Classic Helmuth limp under the gun with a big pair. Safai's impatience has him throwing 4,000 out there with deuce 5 suited. He's had a tough time catching a break so far.
Raise 15,000.
And things don't look to get any better for him as Helmuth re-raises to 19,000. And Safai quickly calls the extra 15.
What's that say?
Set of kings for Phil Helmuth.
How much?
85.
Safai's got a long way to go with a pair of 5s. Bob's already got $19,000 invested in this pot.
I think I said it's a pretty sick line before, considering.
Safai calls the 17,000.
You know what I mean? Like, if you had
73 plus in the pot.
What can you say?
There's trouble.
But it was like getting right to the point.
Yeah, yeah.
Mullen.
Call. You're drawing lot?
No. Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead. Unbelievable. I made a full house too. Go ahead. You got it.
I threw 100 ante in for you.
Me
So.
too.
If I don't ante, I'm going to ante for you.
I love
Sam.
her.
Least I can do.
22.
Johnny Lodge is a sick one, too.
This is true.
Deuce hit made you 2 pair. That's sick.
1,200. Sorry, 2,200.
Yeah, that's cooler. I didn't put you on the set of kings, or else.
Oh my God, not close. You should be able to figure it out from there.
Phil Locke wins the pot with his self-proclaimed 40% of a royal flush.
The great Phil Helmus.
The best.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Everybody looks good when they flop the big hand.
Yep. A monkey could have played that.
Annie's boys, let's go.
I didn't say that.
100%.
What else?
I had to limp in and back raise because that's what I did with the ace-7. Obviously, I was going to
Anyway,
have a big hand.
you played
Right,
150?
and it was perfect that you did it with ace-7 because I put you on like 10s or jacks or something. So I called, and then I turned the perfect card. Then I rivered a full house.
We only have like a half an hour, guys. So who cares?
Give me a sec, Kenny. So give me a sec. I have a little bit in my bag, but not a lot. I guess I won't play behind.
Right.
Okay. Phil and Phil.
It's fine.
Just for simplicity.
I just have whatever I have. Whatever.
I don't know. I gave some out. I mean, a bunch, like 200 plus, but I want to play deeper, obviously. But
We can play 100 behind against me. It's all right.
If you don't mind. All right.
No, I don't mind.
Is that okay with you too, Phil? If I play 100 behind?
Yeah, just say.
Phil.
Whatever you guys want to do.
Is that fine? All right, I'm 100 behind then.
You guys are good.
It's fine. Yeah. I don't really care. I just like playing. Really, really compelling. A lot of their stuff is really just.
What is it?
8
Sophia gonna try his luck with another deuce-5.
At first you don't succeed.
Try again, right?
That's what they tell me.
Is he there? Is he getting there?
The button's here, yeah.
4 players.
I check.
Lock flops the best hand with 10s.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Trip deuces for Sophia.
I fold.
He puts in a small raise and takes the pot.
Let's recover.
How much win all the money again?
He's the best. He's supposed to. Ask him, he'll play.
I call.
What's the world come down to, huh?
Antonio flops a flush draw, as does Helmuth. Locks 9s and deuces in the lead right now.
I fold.
There, I do 15 push-up for 500 bucks. How many do you think I can do?
37.
What did you say? I've been up 2.5 days already. How many push-ups do you think I can do?
68.
68?
I think that's right.
I cannot do 30, tell you that. I just started doing it like about a week.
What's the total? 13-9?
Yeah.
Antonio has check raised a little over 10,000 more. Helmuth doesn't appear ready to muck the jack-high flush draw on the paired board. He eventually thinks better of it, as does Phil Locke.
Dirk can look if no one else has to see it. Only if no one else is going to.
$750,000 on the table. We're now up to roughly $1.3 million.
Check.
Four-way limp pot. Top pair for Hellmuth.
Fold.
Wow.
He'll bet the turn and take it down.
Queen. Queen.
I think my button. Thank you.
That's your button.
The mood at the table considerably less jovial since Hellmuth won the big pot against Bob Safai.
I'm so low.
I'm low rider, low rider, low rider, low rider.
Even Phil Locke has been silenced.
He didn't want that anyway.
Yeah, not a good card.
He likes like 9-3 suited, not king, queen suited. Punish the Unabomber. Punish him.
33.
Fold.
Good luck, gentlemen.
32 or 3?
Dr. Safai, Dr. Locke.
Bob flops a flush draw. Broadway draw for Phil. And position for Tom Dwan.
How many years I have to play the tournament to be as good as you are, Phil?
Never. It'll never happen, Kenny Tran.
Give me a number, buddy.
Phil Hellmuth is the best.
Maybe he'll be as good as me next year. I don't know. If I don't keep my guard up, if I don't keep my guard up, they'll catch me. I got to keep inventing new stuff every year. These players are all clever. You know that. They're all getting better and better.
Down to heads up after Safai called 6,400. Both players check the turn, and Safai makes the best hand on the river.
They play too loose. They play too loose. I have to play too tight. I have to make a lot of adjustments.
Chop it up.
What are you talking? Chop it up.
Oh, whoa. You have
6,
two pair.
1,
Two pair.
yeah, well.
Yeah, okay. I was so happy. What's that? Sorry, I misunderstood.
Yeah, man.
Especially young players. They're so good this year.
A lot of good young players out there, you know.
Very good. Very good.
Sometimes they play great for a month, and sometimes they play horrible for a month.
Back with more from the Golden Nugget after this. Our cash game action continues right now.
What happened? But the 800 players on that
Top two stacks on the table, the only two winners in the game.
150 players.
No, there were some bad players.
A lot of bad players, right?
Yeah.
Do they show every hand here?
There are a lot of great players down there in the final 50. Alan Cunningham was there. A lot of great players.
Or just like 90%? What percent of these hands get shown?
At least 60%.
Yeah, I guess like 50 or 60.
At least 60%, because just haven't been taping that long.
Maybe even more. Might be more. You're probably right, Phil. It's probably like 75 or something.
Me and the two best.
Pretty good.
You got the best of it. You're right in the middle.
Two players with 6-7 suited. Kenny Tran with a pocket pair. Make that a set.
Why we all give you the best of it?
Antonio's picking a bad time to fire with air.
Raise it up.
No slow play from Tran on the draw-heavy board. Easy fold for Antonio. Pot over to Kenny.
It's Kenny Tran. You just tried to bluff. He's the sickest.
I thought it was valuable.
Not versus him. He's the sickest. You're always bluffing.
Yeah. No, right. Yeah. Thank you.
You guys are too good. I mean...
You just figured that out?
What did I think coming
What's
here?
it like to be the underdog in the game, Phil?
It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts.
Very cool. The last time I in the EM was 3 play better than me. It was a long time ago.
I'll play with you.
I guess 4 play better than me this time.
Hellmuth flops the second nut flush. Dwan's got an open-ended straight draw with a diamond.
Oh my God, I didn't see that, sorry. I didn't see it was in the sorry.
Hellmuth raising right away.
Two players.
After calling the flop, Dwan is now checked to Phil.
About 3,000, Phil.
Are you in pain right now? I mean, it looks like you're in pain. The poor guy.
Well, I just flopped the nuts, man, and I played a little aggressively. I can't
Deuce
check
5
it on
suited
the
and Bob Safai can't seem to escape each other. He brings it in for a raise.
You make a straight or
Like
something.
boys, the world was about falling apart. Phil Hellmuth sit here and win about 350,000 and complaining about it.
Not complaining.
What is this going on?
Not
with this?
complaining. Life is Thank you.
Phil Lock flops top pair, middle pair for Tom Dwan.
That's all. Not complaining.
Leave it to 5 high to lead right out.
Punish him.
Bob Safai bets 15,000.
I'm not complaining. I just bet a little too much.
You know exactly what you're doing. You know you do the right thing. It's just the wrong time, right? You know, 9,000 is a perfect bet right there.
If he calls, it would have been perfect.
Well, and then you already know. If he calls, you know you have 2 pair or the naked ace diamond. But I doubt that he would call with naked ace diamond.
Dwan ducks out of the way with his 10s, and now Phil Lock has picked up a gut shot straight draw to go with top pair and a great kicker. Second barrel from Bob Safai now, 30 dimes.
Oh, would be good for the game. With the Safai, you should show that.
What? Show what?
You should show that 5 of diamond. You should show that card, Safai.
I thought I saw 5 of diamond.
Round 3 lands another notch in the win column with deuce 5 suited for Bob Safai.
I saw a 5 of diamond.
5 diamond, we saw.
Well, that's the end of our cash game. The Phil Hellmuth bash turned into Hellmuth bashing the table. Phil was the big winner this week. Now, over the course of the 2 weeks this group played, the Poker Brat won over $250,000. After the break, we'll have a roundtable discussion with the players and talk about all of the action. Welcome back to Poker After Dark, the cash game. All right, let's get down to business. Of course, this was known as the Hellmuth Bash, but it seems like you guys were pretty easy on him this week. What's the deal?
Well, he never played a hand, so it's hard to beat him up when he doesn't play a hand.
And then when he
decided to wait all day and make one move with A7 and talk about it like he's just in there with every hand doing this and doing that.
And then following up with
Is that not true?
No, he also waited for donks to give him 50K in a hand if they wanted to give it to him. He waited for that too.
And then he trapped me pretty good with a set of kings, and so, you know, he's a winner.
Sometimes it's fun to needle him anyways, because, you know, you get excitable.
Yeah, I do.
He was on the verge of it.
I was on the verge of it.
I was winning. So when he wins, he blocks it up.
No, when we came back and I was
He does this.
When we came back, I was up 150,000 when we came back for week 2, and I just seemed to lose every pot. I didn't flop any sets, but I just
as if they should just come like regular.
Right, like he's entitled to that.
You know, for like 6 or 7 hours. But I mean, I just decided that I was going to play patient, and I finally went crazy with Ace-7 because I thought that Phil was weak. And then, well, I was lucky. You know, Tom called me, and Ace-7 held up. So.
What did you expect from everybody this week? I mean, did you think it was going to be worse on you here?
No. I mean, I played a lot of poker with all these guys, and you know, I just had I lost in the cash game in London, actually, the last cash game we had. So I wanted to make sure I put in a good showing and played my best poker, and I was lucky. I was lucky too. I never put a chip in out of line. I trapped Antonio with kings and queens and all the big hands I had. And I tried to trap her. I never got away with it. I won small pots from you. You'd always bluff once or twice and then give up.
All right, I got to know, what was the deal with this whole Johnny Lawden thing going on tonight?
You got to know.
We were in London and we were just goofing about, and then this game came up where we thought, hey, let's just ask Johnny Lawden what he thinks, and we don't need to know.
We wanted to gamble on things.
Right.
Like
so tonight there was a lot of side
facts.
bets. So what would Johnny Lawden do?
Right. It was just whatever Johnny Lawden thought. It was the whole day.
The game's called Lawden Thinks, and if he's not around, you just have a fill-in.
Right. Phil and I, mostly Phil, but Phil and I created the game. Just want to give credit where credit's due. Right.
It came out of my head, and then we started playing.
Right. But if I wasn't there, I don't think the game would have got created. But it was your brain that orchestrated the whole thing.
Bob, what do you think of the Johnny Lawden?
I could have put Johnny on the shelf and played some poker. Jeez, Johnny drove me nuts.
By the way, Johnny Lawden is one of 3 people that I've seen Antonio cool down to, and they are Biffer, Tom Dwan, and Johnny Lawden. Only 3 people that you gave up against.
Yeah, I'll tell you something. That's right. I've never seen Antonio give up on a guy before, but Tom Dwan made him give up. And I was commenting to Kenny, I was whispering to Kenny,
see him give up.
Antonio's given up against Durr. He tried to bluff him 3 or 4 times. He just kept calling you.
He doesn't stop.
He doesn't stop, yeah.
I have no more money, and the guy doesn't stop. He's relentless.
I didn't see him give up.
He finally called you with Ace-7.
Yeah, but what does a player like Durr do to the game?
Just
being relentless like that.
He goes out.
It spices it up for sure. But you can just basically count on him to raise, and the pots just get bigger.
So you know there's going to be a lot of action.
There's a lot more checking going on between amongst the other players.
Right.
He puts the heat on you is what he does, right? I mean,
100%. I mean, he cashes in because it's very difficult to make a hand. So when you don't make a hand, you don't really want to get out of line with him because you know in the next hand he's just going to do the same thing.
So what's the best way to counter that?
Buy a lot of chips, sit behind him, and just call get an ace high and hold on like there's no tomorrow.
Trap him.
You know,
that's the only way to handle a guy like that.
Say that so easily.
There's only one guy who trapped tonight. It was
He's
me.
gonna see it, he knows when you're trapping him. It's not like it's not that hard to see a trap, Phil. I mean, you just say I'm gonna trap him. Well, you tried for 10 hours, you didn't trap him. So
I trapped him with Ace-7.
Yeah, real good job trapping.
Why didn't you should have fired 20 on that spot?
Phil, you can't talk. You played more than hopeless.
I was the worst player ever. I'm so, I lost a lot of money, guys. It happened. I lost like 50. I don't know what
guys.
it is.
Well, we appreciate you all playing our cash
Best
game.
part
at
about
Poker
today
After
was
Dark.
Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you, Antonio. And with that, I will wrap it up. Thank you guys for playing with us here at Poker After Dark, the cash game. For Ali Najat, I'm Leanne Tweeden. Good night from Vegas. You can stop that all night long. I like that.
Stop that all night long?
Tomorrow on the director's cut of Poker After Dark.
A small miracle.
I love him. I don't know if he loves me, but I do love him. I think you should reread every book that you've ever read and give up poker. That's what I think.
Poker After Dark accommodations provided by the Golden Nugget Hotel and Casino, Las Vegas.